I look like my father, move like my father, talk like my father. When I was a child, and we went places together, we were a full-size and miniature version of the same wind-up toy. Our strides clipped and jolting, brows clenched in concentration, pale legs eerily glowing in the brilliant Miami sunlight. I am unmistakably my father's daughter. But we're estranged from each other. The last time I saw him, more than a decade ago at my grandfather's funeral, he gave me a kiss. I don't expect he'll kiss me again. 1,300 miles from me, still down in South Florida, my father is going about his day, and I can imagine it. He wakes before dawn, weighs himself, goes for a walk or a jog, or rides his stationary bike. He eats breakfast if the scale permits, and then he puts on a suit and drives to his law office. If he's angry about something, and he usually is, upon arriving at work, he'll pick up the phone and call around until he finds someone with the power to rectify the problem. Let's hope they fix it right away. Otherwise, maybe tomorrow morning, but probably this afternoon, and quite possibly this very hour, he will ring them up again and start shouting. Eventually, they will do whatever my father wants, just to be free of him. I sympathize. I have loved my father, and I have feared him. And I have lain awake in the dark, late at night, worrying what it means to have half his genome inside me. But I have never understood him. Sometimes, I have felt that if I could just reach down far enough into myself, I would find the answers. What he wants, what he fears, what he loves. The older I get, the more I search backward. As though if I could know everyone who led to my father, who made him who he is, I would know him too. He always stressed to me the importance of blood, being worthy of it, showing loyalty to it, protecting what he called the purity of it. He was, by many metrics, an intelligent man. He had a master's in aerospace engineering on scholarship from an Ivy League university and was valedictorian of his law school class. But he considered slavery a benevolent institution that should never have been disbanded, and he viewed his and my fair skin as a mark of superiority. The world being what it was in my post-civil rights era youth, while my sister and I were growing up in 1970s Miami, my father didn't air his prejudices in public, but in private mandated separatism. "Birds of a feather flock together," he was fond of saying. He said it at the breakfast table. He said it on the way to the pool. He said it while covering the faces of brown children in our storybooks with our mom's nail polish. Sometimes, he closed the pages before the paint dried, so that they stuck together forever, leaving nursery rhymes unrhyming and stories filled with gaps. Once, he led us onto the side porch to watch as he bashed a dark-skinned toy with a hammer until its head came off. Then he threw it in the garbage, where he said it belonged. He often recounted his triumph over being assigned, as an undergrad, to room with an Asian American student. "I marched right over to the housing office and told them that I wasn't going to live with the Chinese." I remember being 8 or 9, traipsing with him around some dismal family parcel in the Mississippi Delta. My younger sister trailed behind, and chill February rain drizzled down on us as our father instructed us to pick wet cotton balls from dead branches to fill a burlap sack he found by the side of a barn. Leading us across the acres, he stopped at some vantage point over a creek or a gully. Our forebears, Confederate soldiers, were killed on or near that very land, I seem to recall his saying. Mostly, I remember wanting to go home to my mom in Miami. She had opted out of this trip, as she opted out of all family vacations toward the end of my parents' marriage, and I consoled myself by imagining her contempt.